Hey guys, welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, my name's Destiny, and on Mondays I usually do a ship with me / what sold over the weekend. I was sick last week and really didn't make any content at all. I also had 2 kids be sick, so my voice is still a little crackly, as you can tell. It's all just allergies, and then we mowed our hay a couple days ago, so probably isn't going to let up like I hoped it would. But we're going to jump in. I have sales on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Depop. It was kind of a slow weekend to start out with, especially. I didn't drop prices on Friday like I normally do. I did send out 30% off offers on Friday instead of Sunday this week. But I had 2 really good Depop sales just last night and then this morning. So this one sold last night. It's a pair of Prana pants. And, oh, I need to put the tracking number in. Let me see if it's here. Yes, I did copy it. I just forgot to post it on here. So these are like a fleece pant. You'll see them on the screen, but these sold for $48 really fast. I ordered some men's Prana from Helpsy Source, or its new source now, and it did take me like a month to get it because I did a custom order, but it is a good sale. I had $6.71 into this, sold in just a couple days, and it's going to Nashville. On Depop, I do my own shipping. That's why I go ahead and do this first. The other thing to sell just sold like a couple hours ago. It is this denim midi dress. I didn't really pick it up based on brand. I picked it up on the style. I got it at Goodwill for $4.52, which was my average cost of goods. And I was sending out like $20 offers on this, but randomly my Depop sale ran out, and I guess this person just saw it and they bought it for $35, which was my full list price. So super happy with that, and it's going to Boston, Massachusetts. Like I said, the pants sold in a couple days. That had been listed like 3 or 4 months at this point, but it had a lot of attention on Depop, so I'm glad it finally sold. But my last few Depop sales have been really good. Like I sold 2 of the Deadly Doll sweat outfit things, like a sweatshirt and then sweatpants sold on there. And they were both sold for like $50. And then the pants sold for $48 and that sold for $35. So having a little less Depop sales, but there being a better amount. So I'll take that. Next, my one Mercari item is this pair of Banana Republic seersucker shorts. These came in a THREDUP 200 pounds. They have been listed. It was like when I looked at my spreadsheet, they had been listed 364 days. So almost exactly a year. I got an offer for $9, which of course I accepted. If I've had something like a year, I'm definitely going to accept it. Sounds like my neighbor is probably like fluffing his hay. So if you hear a tractor, that's why. We cut our hay and then it just like downpoured yesterday, which if you know about hay, you know that's not a good thing. But it's supposed to be pretty hot today, so hopefully that we can rake and fluff and do all the things. But anyway, so these shorts are going to Las Vegas, Nevada. Wow, we're going to a lot of like popular cities today. Like we've got our Boston, our Nashville, our Las Vegas. All right. Oh, and if you're interested in mailers, I do have a code for those in the description from Shipping Hip. I also have a code with Helpsy or New Source, but I would say if you want to shop with them, do it at your own discretion because they're not a super great company, I don't think. All right, let's see what we have for Poshmark. All right, so these Under Armour shorts I've had listed for 2+ years, it looks like, and they came in a THREDUP 200 pounds. I think I had it listed at like 12 or 15. Someone offered me 5, and I almost declined it or countered, but I'm like, these have been listed 2 years. What am I doing? So I just accepted that. I'm ready to move them to a new home. I make $2.05, and I am sure at this point I've made my money back on that THREDUP 200 pounds. And these are going to Jefferson, Texas. For Poshmark, I just use these priority mailers since they're free. The next thing is, we don't have a ton on Poshmark. I think only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, only 5, but that's fine. Like I said, it started off as really slow, so I'm thankful for any sales. Next, we have these American Eagle jeggings. These came from, I believe, Cozy Threads or Jamar, which Helpsy used to be like 4 name changes ago. They're size 2, and these had been in my spreadsheet for almost 1,000 days. As we know, jeggings went really out of style. I guess they may be coming back a little bit. But someone accepted my 30% off offer, I think it was, of $14. Or they bought them outright at $14. But there's no discounted shipping. Maybe they sent me an offer? I don't know. I don't know anymore. But regardless, they sold for $14. And I'm happy to have them out of my life. They're going to Franklin, Ohio. Then we have a new with the tags Ann Taylor, like Christmassy. I put Christmas in the title, but it's a plaid top. And it sold also for $14, which again, I can't remember if it was the 30% off offer or someone sent me an offer or they bought it outright. But this came from Rachel at at Wholesale Thrift. I also have her, I think, linked below. I don't have an affiliate code or anything, but if you're interested from ordering from her, she does bread and butter items similar to this. I had a box I was going to unbox for you guys, but I've just never gotten around to it. And it's been sitting for a month unopened. So I just opened it the other day so I can start getting that listed because I did, you know, pay for it. So I'll be ordering from her again and I'll try to open that one. But this one is going to Nipomo, California. I'm probably saying that wrong. All right, next we have, I was kind of disappointed in how these performed. This is a pair of new with tags Halara pants. They are a large petite. This day at Goodwill, I had an average cost of goods of $5.59. I thought these would do really well, but I have had them, I think, since May. And I've lowered the price. I've relisted. Someone finally accepted my offer of $17 with discounted shipping. In my closet, every like gets 20% off and discounted shipping. And then once a week, I send a 30% off with no discounted shipping. And this one, I need to check real quick and make sure this is the correct address because she did change it. Okay, yes. And I told her I would make sure it changed to the one she messaged me. This one's going to Queen Creek, Arizona. But I still basically doubled my money and she's getting a good deal, so that's fine. This sold, I just listed it this morning. This came from Britt at Britt's Boxes. This is a Lululemon sports bra. It's called the Flow Y sports bra. And sorry, I keep messing with my glasses. I still haven't got to go to my optometrist, which I'm going tomorrow, hopefully, to get them tightened. And I lost a screw out of them, and it's just been a whole thing. So anyway, sorry about that. But this I listed this morning, and Britt had put on there, it had lots of wear, and it did, like, no holes, but, like, it did have some pilling and stuff, so I knew that going in. And then it didn't have the pads, but it was a size 12, so I just went and listed it for $18, and then someone right away accepted the Posher VA offer I sent, so that was great. I don't have it where, like, new things don't get offers. If it's listed, you can get an offer if you like it, so this one's going to Kirkland, Washington. So hopefully she enjoys that. All right, lastly, we have eBay, which thankfully I had 6 sales on eBay. So let's see what we got here. We have, this just sold like right before I started pulling orders. This is another pair of Prana pants from that men's box I got from New Source or Helpsy. And these are the stretch Zion pant. I was seeing on my eBay it's saying that they're going to start rounding up on dimensions on FedEx and UPS, but I don't really use that, so it doesn't matter to me that much. All right, anyway, so I listed these. I think I listed all the pants. I have 30 pairs that I'm working through listing. I'm doing 5 a day or 5 when I take photos of the Prana, so that's not all I'm listing. But anyhow, these, someone sent me an offer for 30 and I went ahead and accepted that. So let's see here. Hopefully it doesn't tell me that this is like too long of an address. Okay. It's going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. So sometimes I have issue with like the person will put in their address and then it's too long on one line or something. Had that happen more than once. But happy to get 30 for those. I think I paid $330-ish and I got 30 pairs of Prana men's bottoms and 20 swimsuits or something. I had to buy the swimsuits to get the pants cheaper. So next, this is a super heavy dress. Ugh, okay. This is by the brand Scala. It's vintage. It's 100% silk, beaded dress, really pretty, but very heavy. This weighs 3 pounds. So I did charge calculated shipping, I believe, on a 3-pound rate. So this sold for $38, which was an offer sent to me. And it did have several flaws, like the straps needed to be sewn, and it had some beading issues, which I have, of course, disclosed. And the person paid $13.10 shipping, and it's only going to cost me $8.58. I'm not going to refund that. Usually I would if it was like really a lot different, but I charged calculated shipping because if this had gone to California at 3 pounds, it would have been really expensive for me. It's happening to go to Mansfield, Massachusetts. Sometimes I do refund shipping, but I'm not going to on this one. That one is so heavy. Okay, there we go. Oh, and if I didn't say, that came in my THREDUP 200 pounds. I'm getting ready to do a 60 to 70 day update on my THREDUP 200 pounds from June. So stay tuned for that. You will see a few items you've already seen on these ship with me's, but I think it'll be helpful information. Next up is this Victoria's Secret 100% silk nightgown. I actually got this the same, no, not the same day. No, I thought it was the same day I got the dress I sold on Depop, but this is sold for $35, which was an offer sent to me. Sorry, I saw my AirPods connected, and usually that means my baby has found them and stuck them in his mouth, but he's napping, so I don't really know what's going on with that. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the audio. But anyway, I had $4.59 into this. It has been listed a while. I had this listed super high, like $70. I didn't know. There was one listed with a robe for $150, so I kind of cut that in half. But anyway, it's been listed, like I said, a while. So when someone offered me $35, I went ahead and accepted it because I only had $4 into it. And it's going to Ridgewood, New York. Hopefully she loves it. It's a really pretty piece. All right. Then I have this Olivaceous Carry denim like corset top. This came also from Brit at Brit's Boxes. It sold for $19.68. I can't remember if the person used my coupon or not. I always have a coupon running, which I say this in all my ship with me's, but if you run on eBay, you might want to try a coupon. It's free to use, and you can do it like even as low as 5%, but still encourages people to buy. Mine's like 12% off, I think. This one's just going to San Diego, California. We got 2 items left on eBay, and then I thought it might be fun, since this is a shorter video, to open a THREDUP box for you. So stay tuned for that. These are, let me weigh them real quick. Okay, these are some Piccolino boots. I haven't really found this brand much. These were a size 6. And I had an average cost of goods at a local thrift store of $9.48. Someone sent me an offer for $45, which I was happy with. See, everything but the one I charged calculated shipping on is going to California, it seems like. That's okay. So, let's see here. So yeah, these I charged $8 shipping, and it's going to cost me $10. So it's just how it goes sometimes. If they went anywhere but the Pacific North, like Pacific North, yeah, the West Coast over there, it would have been right on with shipping. But you know what? Sometimes it happens like that. It's okay. Oh, I've got one label left and one item left, so that works. I mean, I have more, but this is going to Tracy, California. All right, and our last item. This I wanted a little more for, but it was a slow weekend, like I said, so I was accepting offers, hoping to move some stuff. This is just from my ThreDUP Assorted Brands haul. The brand's called Grayson, and it has this little wolf. It seems to be pretty pricey and then kind of sought after. It's golf clothing, and someone offered me $25, which I wanted closer. I wanted $30, but I wasn't willing to lose a sale over a few dollars this time. Only because, like I said, if I had been making sale after sale, I probably would have countered, but. And this one's going to Fayetteville, New York. All right, so that was our last sale. I'll talk to you about this ThreDUP box. So I had $40 credit because my sister-in-law wanted to try out ThreDUP, and I sent her my code to give her some off, and it gave me $40 credit. So I thought I would buy a mystery box with it. When I went on there, the shoe boxes were not available, the regular one. And now, so this one I ordered, I'm getting ahead of myself. This one I ordered was 5 pairs of name brand shoes for $50 plus shipping. I had like $50 credit. Now the regular shoe box is back on there, and this one is nowhere to be found on the website. So you can see here, I don't think this will show anything. Just my email address, I guess, but I don't know if you can tell. It just says rescue box, name brand shoes, mixed shoes, $50. But like I said, can't find this now. It said shoes like Tory Burch, Kate Spade. So it's only 5 pairs. Here's the box it came in. I did open it just because I didn't have a knife in here. But here's what it looks like. So let's see what we got here. I think these are Rothy's. Yes, they are. Okay. So after my credits, I only paid $10 for this box, I think. Let's see. Maybe like, yeah, it says made in China. Okay. Yeah, these are nice. These are a women's 11.5, which seems like kind of a random size, but they don't have much wear to them at all. I hope these will be easy listers. The bottoms look like they've not been really worn. Sorry, I have the lights off in here to help with the glare, but we'll just go with it for this. So we have those. Next, we have Michael Kors, which would I consider this name brand like in the same league as Tory Burch? No, I wouldn't. But so this has got some kind of ankle strap that I'll figure out. They seem to be in okay condition. The bottom shows a little bit of wear. They do have a leather upper. They're women's 8.5. They seem fine. It looks like someone put in like a cushion thing right here. So if all the other good pairs are good, I probably will just donate these. Maybe I don't know. I don't love selling heels. Ooh, we got some Tory Burch. This was in the list. Okay, they're not falling apart or anything. They do need to be wiped out. Just like, you know how ballet flats do. These are size 8. I do well with the little Tory Burch flats. You can see there's just a little wear in there. These do say made in the Dominican Republic, so I know usually it says made in Brazil, but I think these are legitimate. I'll look up the style and everything, but okay. Happy with those. Oh, we've got some, I forget what this is called, but they are, this little green thing means that ThreDUP did verify them, that they're legitimate. So these are by the brand Veja, I believe it's Veja, V-E-J-A, a collab with Madewell, and they are size 6. They look kind of beat up, but I'm guessing, I mean, they do show some wear, obviously, but I wonder if it's kind of like a Golden Goose thing where they're supposed to like beat up. One pair left, short and sweet, and it's another pair of Rothy's. So I am not mad at this box. Now, these Rothy's I actually own. These are a women's 6, but I own this pair in a 8, I think. I don't know. I've had them a while. I do like them a lot. I wear them often. These do not have the sticker, but like I said, I own these. I don't think there's as many Rothy dupes as there used to be. So you guys let me know what you thought of this box. Like I said, I do not see it on the THREDUP website right now, but if you've ordered it in the past or you ordered it this time, let me know down in the comments. If you made it this far in the video, leave me a food emoji down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!